So right now is a really exciting point, I think, in the development of the studio. Hello and welcome to the vlog. It's just gone midday on Friday and I'm sorry that we're here again in the studio, but those of you who pay attention to the vlogs in intense detail will notice every once in a while I talk about hard drives. And I go through hard drives quite rapidly, and I was having to do some sorting out on my hard drives the other day because hopefully next week Emma's coming to finish some video editing she was doing for camp, and I need to shift the files she's working on around. You don't need to know the details. Point was, I discovered some footage that I shot in this very room before there was anything in here just a little bit over 4 years ago, and it was timely because that was just before last weekend, which was in the vlog last week. And you saw all the young people who came here from this country and from Serbia and Croatia, and we had a great weekend of recording, which was like just fantastic for me, a real kind of dream to see that kind of recording going on in this space. And in this footage I found it's me talking about what we want to do with this blank room. I want to explain why I'm standing in this empty, echoey space. A couple of months ago, Rowan and I moved, and that means I have a new studio space to work out of. So one of the things that I think is important is celebrating progress along the way. And so shamelessly today in the vlog, we really want to celebrate the progress of this space, what it's come to represent to young people we're working with, what it represents for me in the work that I'm doing and the contribution I feel that I'm making to stuff in this part of the world. I'm setting up today, Friday, for tomorrow, when the Four Hombres and Flowery are coming in to record their next single, which is going to be part of their second album, which we've started working on. And that's an exciting project, and I owe a huge amount to them and to Budo, the drummer, Budo, our colleague, who have helped kind of keep the pressure on a little bit of, we want to be able to come and record, we want to be able to come and record like this, a full band in a room recording together, which is a much bigger challenge and kind of gets us out of the sort of bedroom studio kind of thing into a studio thing. I want this space to be a space where people can come in, we can write songs, we can record songs, we can bring in bands, they can play together, we can capture that, we can make radio shows. It's all possible, we just need to keep working towards it, and that's why I'm asking for your help. So when I found this footage the other day, I think the thing that suddenly reminded me was the me that you see in that footage and what he thought about the pace of development and how quickly we would get to places that I wanted to be, like where we were last weekend. I've had to learn lots of lessons along the way about just like grab every opportunity and grab every available resource and scrimp and save and make money and spend money to be in the place where we are now, and it's all worth it, because what I'm doing this weekend, what we did last weekend, are things that if you had said to me 5 years ago, yeah, you'll be in a place to do that, I wouldn't have believed that that was possible. Those of you who know about recording will understand we've got work to do. We need to get rid of the ring in the room. We need to get some more instruments in here. We need to get some more microphones in here. We need more cables. We need something, a mixer or an audio interface to bring all that sound into the computer. So right now is a really exciting point, I think, in the development of the studio, and I think it's good to celebrate it. It's good to talk about it. It's not always easy, he says, wearing his shameless self-promotion t-shirt. It's not always easy to talk about yourself in a way of like, oh, we've really achieved this. I'll say we, I, you know, and those who I work with, we together have achieved this. Sometimes it feels like it's too shamelessly self-promoting or big-headed or whatever you want to say. At the same time, it's important to go, no, we made these decisions and we set this stuff in place, and because of that we're now in a position to do this, and because of that this and this can happen. And for the young people we're working with, they can dream dreams that they couldn't really have dreamed a few years ago. They could have just dreamed them, but they can see a way that it's possible. You know, for me to have young people going, hey, I've got these ideas, and is it possible to talk about doing this project or that project? That's so exciting, because you know that for them, you've helped make something that they've wanted to do a step closer. And so I know for me in the next year or so, there's going to be some projects It's like if I didn't have this space, we wouldn't be talking about those projects, we wouldn't be doing those things. And so I'm massively grateful that everything here has developed like it has, and that it's able to serve and really help benefit all the work we're doing. So that's really what I want to say for this vlog. I want to celebrate the work with 400 and Flowery, recognise the part they've played in the story, the development of Matt's studio. I want to celebrate everything that's opening up with work with young people from across the region, writing songs, recording new music, helping them develop and really kickstart their musical journeys and their songwriting journeys. I want to look to the future. We don't want to rest on our laurels. We don't want to go, yeah, this is it, we've arrived. I don't have any sense of arriving. I just have a sense that this is a really significant milestone on the journey, which we need to go, yeah, we got this far. This is great. It shows that we're making progress. It shows that we're moving towards where I'd like to be. I hope that in 4 or 5 years' time I'll be able to look back at this vlog, see the things I'm talking about, and have a wry smile at where my thinking's at now, because things will be so much further down the road. Just like today, as I look at the footage I showed you of me in this empty room, in the future it will be a functioning space for recording music. I kind of smile thinking, he didn't really have much of an idea, did he? Like, he didn't have much boldness to believe that things could really happen quickly. I want to be able to look back in 4 or 5 years' time and see the steps that we've made from this point today to where we'll be in the future. The last thing for this vlog is to say a big thank you to those of you out there who've been a big part of the journey of the development of the studio. Those of you who've helped support financially and in terms of kind of vision and experience, and those of you in the past who helped me out, learn stuff and get my head around different things and give me the vision to do all of this. It means a lot, and it's great for me to feel like, yeah, all of that's paying off. All the years of learning stuff, all the years of working to try and understand things, all the years of investing in equipment and buying that and using this money and that money and whatever, it's all coming together and it's all starting to make sense to a much bigger picture. So thank you for being part of the journey. And with that said, that is it for this week's vlog. Do us a big thumbs up for studio development. Do leave a comment or question if you want to know more. And do remember that together we do adventure. We'll see you next time.